Man, made man in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. And just like always for the live streams, man, let me just make sure everything is on the up and up. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Yeah. Everything is on the up and up, man. It's all good, man. What's good, Fight Fast? Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. When I heard the news of this Canelo Alvarez versus Danny Jacobs fight, man, I had to get up on here, Joe. I had to get up on here. Couldn't wait, man. It's late. It's late night East Coast time. We here in the DMV area, man. It's a storm going on. We got the snow falling out here. We got the wind blowing a little bit. So it's late tonight. I thought I'd get on here and chop it up about this fight, man. Hopefully everybody will see it when they wake up. And whoever riding with me tonight, appreciate you. Appreciate everybody who gonna come on up in the building tonight, man, for real. It's all love from the homie, main man, made man, Joe. But first and foremost, Canelo Alvarez versus Daniel Jacobs. Daniel Jacobs, man. Look, man, I got nothing but love and respect for this fight right here. Hats off to both men for finding each other. The word on the curb is that this fight is going to be going down May 4th between Canelo Alvarez and Danny Jacobs on Cinco de Mayo. Danny Jacobs already having the IBF middleweight title versus Canelo Alvarez having the titles that he got. They're coming for a major unification fight, putting either man one step closer to becoming an undisputed middleweight champion, something that is very possible. The politics, the polished shit of boxing does allow it. Let's just be 100. All the titles are under the same umbrella at the middleweight division. All of the titles are either on the same network at the middleweight division. Man, that just makes this whole situation that much more special. That much more special. We are one step closer to a undisputed middleweight champion by these two fighters finding each other. Canelo Alvarez, we all know, went up to 168 pounds, took on Rocky Fielding, got him out of there. You know what I mean? Got him out of there. Easy work. Everybody was wondering, is this dude going to stay up there and face Callum Smith? Is this dude going to stay up there and maybe mix it up with a Caleb Plant or something like that? But what he do? He stayed true to his word, and he comes back down to middleweight, and now he is defending his titles that he took up off Triple G and taking himself one step closer to being an undisputed champion. Hell yeah, man. This is the type of stuff that I love to see in the sport of boxing, man. I'm looking at Dan Raphael's article, and he got Canelo Alvarez quoted. He says, and I quote, "I'm happy to announce my next fight during the festive weekend of Cinco de Mayo. I will unify my middleweight titles against Daniel Jacobs on one of the two most important dates that belong to me. I have no doubt that I will be victorious and that I'll be one step away from becoming the undisputed middleweight champion." Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, Joe. That's what's up, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hats off to Canelo Alvarez, man. Some see Daniel Jacobs as possibly the number 3 middleweight, maybe even number 2. It all depends on how you're looking at things. Middleweight at the division. So for Canelo Alvarez, fresh off the Gennady Golovkin fight, goes up to 168. Take on Rocky Fielding, whatever the fuck. Then comes back down to 160 pounds to take on the top 3 middleweight. Slim, you can't knock that, man. Not one bit, man. Not one bit whatsoever, man. This is a major opportunity for Daniel Jacobs. This is once again Daniel Jacobs getting a crack at possibly, coming up. You know what I'm saying? We already seen Daniel Jacobs get to this level. It's just that every time he get here, he just can't get over that hump. You know what I'm saying? Pablo and Magdalena's in the building. Team Canelo. I know that's right, bro. I know that's right. And I ain't mad at you, man. I ain't mad at you at all. This is going to be a hell of a fight stylistically. This is going to be a hell of a fight every way you look at it, man. Canelo Alvarez, we don't know which one we going to get because the dude can do it all. A jack of all fucking trades. You know what I'm saying? The dude can come in there and box. He can put his feet on the gas, be a pressure fighter if he so desire. Something that we seen him do in the last Gennady Golovkin fight. Something we also know that gives Daniel Jacobs problems at points in times. You know what I mean? This is how some say that Gennady Golovkin edged the fight out against him. This is how we all know that Dimitri Perot edged out the fight against him. And Canelo Alvarez can do all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But however, Daniel Jacobs showed himself his good footwork, his good jabbing ability against Deryevchenko. And, you know, I got to give it to him, man. Deryevchenko put his foot on the gas, came forward a lot of portions of that fight, throwing heavy shots, and Daniel Jacobs was able to handle him in that fight for the IBF title. So, man, this fight, man, hey, stylistically, it can go either way, man. Truth be told, it can go either way, man. But we're going to get more into that, man. This is a major opportunity for Daniel Jacobs. He is back at this level where he wants to be, where he said he tried to get the Gennady Golovkin rematch. Gennady Golovkin ain't want to have nothing to do with him. We seen him pulling up on Jamal Charlo when Jamal Charlo was all mush mouth that day. But however, that fight didn't ever come to fruition. So here's Daniel Jacobs, man, stepping in there with Canelo Alvarez, man. Yeah, Daniel Jacobs is a tough motherfucker, Robert Larios, no question about it. Very tough. But however, when Daniel Jacobs gets in there with a pressure fighter, man, that's something I'm always concerned about. That's just the one thing that always concerns me about Daniel Jacobs, man. According to Daniel Jacobs, and I quote, "This is the moment that I've been waiting for my whole entire career. I've been through so much in life just to get to this point. I look forward to taking advantage of such an amazing opportunity. Canelo is a great champion, a worthy opponent to ensure an epic fight that fans will remember for ages. In order to be the best, you have to beat the best. This is the fight that represents me." End quote. That's what I'm talking about, bruh. Without a doubt, man. Daniel Jacobs been through the fire, in and out the ring. You know what I mean? Even since the Gennady Golovkin fights, you know, he got the victory against Sergey Deryevchenko. He went out and got him a world title, and now he is back at this level, Joe. Jacobs is a lion, no doubt about it. Jacobs is the dude who just does not quit. So this is going to be an interesting fight, man. You know, Canelo Alvarez, man, first off, let's also note the fact that, Daniel Jacobs has now re-signed a 3-fight deal with Matchroom and Eddie Hearn. Also, his fights is going to be featured on DAZN. So I know DAZN got to be jumping up and down and all around right now because they want the American audience. They want the American audience, and it's fights like this that will bring us on board. You did, because I'm going to tell you right now, man, this fight is going to pull numbers. This fight is definitely going to pull numbers. Jacobs worked his way there. Yeah, man, he worked his way there. You know what I mean? And that's one thing you got to give him, man. I mean, a lot of people thought that Jacobs beat Gennady Golovkin. Truth be told. I mean, it was a close fight. If you had Golovkin winning, I could get it. If you had Jacobs winning, I could understand that too. But it was a close-ass fight. And Gennady Golovkin didn't have nothing to do with a rematch with Daniel Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and you seen the body language of Charlo. Though people, you know, I do recall Charlo like, yo, let's drop our next opponents and get in the ring together. At the end of the day, his body language spoke volumes. When Jacobs pulled up, his body language still spoke volumes. That tells you a hell of a lot about Daniel Jacobs, man. Jacobs is a good fighter, man. Jacobs is a hell of a good fighter. I don't, you know, I always get on him about his turtlenecks. I'm expecting for him to be sitting at the press conference in a brand new, fresh turtleneck. You know what I mean? I got to stop clowning these turtlenecks too, man, because I seen Caleb Plant the other day rocking the turtlenecks. Turtlenecks are back. Turtlenecks are back. You hear me? Turtleneck 2019 up in this joint. But yeah, Daniel Jacobs, man, going to be sitting at that press conference with his turtleneck on, IBF title around his shoulder, bruh, and it's going to be on, man. Both of them are going to make big numbers. Didn't matter if it happened in New York or Vegas. Yeah, word on the curb is that it possibly go down in T-Mobile down in Vegas once again, because that's what Canelo, that's his house, man. That's his home out there. But either way you split it, Madison Square Garden or Barclays, whether it be in the T-Mobile Arena, it don't matter, bruh. This shit is going to hit numbers. On Cinco de Mayo weekend, man, DAZN got to be loving it right now. DAZN got to be just like, oh, we finally got a fight that's going to really lure the American audience right now. And it is the power of Canelo Alvarez. And just think, man, people, we ain't got to drop $90 for this shit. We ain't got to drop $95. If you got the DAZN app, yo, man, you watching this for your little $10 subscription fee or whatever. And I don't even know if they're going to still have the free trial available by the time this fight roll around. They'll probably be cutting the free trials off. So if you ain't got your free trial yet, bruh, you might not get it for this fight. I don't know. This is a huge, huge fight, man. Canelo can pressure or box, honestly. He does both. And that's what makes the fight so intriguing, because anything that pretty much Jacobs looks to probably try to bring to this fight, whether he be fighting off the back foot, whether he wants to come forward. I think Canelo is prepared for all of that. You know what I mean? Canelo, because his toolbox has so many damn tools in it. I'm well convinced. You know what I mean? His toolbox has so many fucking tools in it where he's prepared for whatever. You know what I mean? He is prepared for what his last two fights, though. We seen him putting his foot on the gas. We seen him more of a aggressive fighter. We seen him, you know, showing his strength, showing his brute force. And I don't know if that continues with Daniel Jacobs, but like I said before, that has been the one Achilles heel of Daniel Jacobs on the elite level. When fighters coming forward and they swinging these hard shots, sometimes Jacobs can't hang. You know what I mean? Even though he beat Derevchenko and he handled him well, there was times that Derevchenko had a lot of success against Jacobs by being aggressive. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I'm expecting Jacobs to bulk up for this fight. I'm expecting him to be the same type Jacobs that came into the Gennady Golovkin fight. You know what I mean? Bulked up, strong, ready to go. He gonna give his man Victor Conte a call, like, bring the snacks. Bring the snacks. I need to holler at you because I got Canelo Alverez coming up. Real talk. But yeah, man, his body work is something to watch, man. And his pop. Who you talking about, Jacobs or whether it's that Canelo? Because Canelo uppercuts to the body are thunderous. But you got to give Jacobs credit also because, you know, Jacobs has good footwork and he's developed in his style, I guess, attempting to handle these pressure fighters a little better. Because even in the second half of the Gennady Golovkin fight, Jacobs started using his footwork very good, man. And against Sergey Derevchenko, he used his footwork very good. That's going to be something he's definitely going to need to bring to a Canelo Alvarez fight because Canelo's body work is just monstrous. You know what I mean? Monstrous, you know? Man, go get them snacks. Go get them snacks. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, this is a good fight. Very good fight. Canelo Alvarez's resume, man, is just getting better and better every fight. I got to give him props on that, man. You know me, man. We're real judgmental and critical, I guess you want to say, when a dude is fighting a lot of bums. But in Canelo Alvarez's case, when I look over his last few fights, the names are they either they're top tier fighters or money fights, one or the other. Top tier fighters, money fights. And damn, bro, like looking at his rapid succession of fighters, the dude say he want to be a legend. Slim, he on his way, bro. He on his way. Now some people are going to love the snack. Just months ago, people are hating snack. Nah, I mean, I'm messing with him about the snack thing, bro. But hey, I mean, let's just be 100. We know I guess now the Mikey and Spence fight. Let's just be real. The Mikey and Spence fight just highlighted this shit. So now our third eyes are always lasered in on it, man. You know what I mean? So we know Daniel Jacobs gets down with Victor. Of course, we're gonna have to put it out there. But I ain't mad. Look, if Victor's program is going to help Mikey, if we look at the Mikey fight, because we see what it did for Caleb Plant. Slim, Caleb Plant put down Uskatigi twice. You know what I'm saying? And that was something that nobody's seen. Them snacks. You know what I mean? So if we see Mikey with some serious power going up against Earl Spence Jr., and I ain't saying nothing is being done wrong, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying if Victor Conte's program is working in that fashion, hell yeah, Daniel Jacobs is right to call up Victor Conte. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. Jacobs' last two fights were against people who's supposed to retire, but the Miracle Jacobs had other plans. Yeah, man, look, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought the Sergey Derevchenko, I always said going in that fight that Jacobs had the one edge because they were sparring partners. You know what I mean? They fought each other before. They knew each other very well. They shared the same training and Andre Rozier. You know what I mean? So I thought that, he probably was real familiar with this dude, and he knew a lot because they sparred so many rounds together. But at the end of the day, he handled them well. Now, Derevchenko ain't Canelo because Canelo's arsenal is just too, he got so many tools, bruh. This dude over the years has become such a complete fucking fighter, man. Harmon 92 in the building. What's up with your homie? Such a complete fighter. Ever since the Floyd loss, man, I got to give it to Canelo, man. Aside from his little, clenbuterol, whatever shit, you know what I mean? Aside from that, bruh, Canelo has been doing nothing but impress me. Now, I got to give it to him. But you look at these succession of names that Canelo has been fighting. Alfredo Angulo. That's round out of time out. Alfredo Angulo was really El Puro, you know what I mean? When he was really the dog. Fresh off that fight against Arislandi Law, where he gave Law hell. Turned around and fought Arislandi Law when, honestly, that wasn't a big name fight, and it was a high risk fight, but Canelo stepped to him. You know what I'm saying? Like a real G after Arislandi Law ran up on him. then turns around and knocks out James Kirkland. Easy work. James Kirkland was out of the ring. He was inactive at that point, but James Kirkland is still a hard puncher. Canelo steps to him, gets in there with the legendary Miguel Cotto. You know what I mean? For the WBC middleweight champion. Now, that was for the catchweight. Wasn't too happy about the rules, but this still the legendary Miguel Cotto. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't the Miguel Cotto probably from a few years before, but it still was fucking Miguel Cotto at the end of the day. Then on top of that, Amir Khan, easy work, big money fight. That was just for the money. Liam Smith, Canelo was going through the court situation at that time, if I recall. And of course, the WBC wouldn't give him time to get his affairs in order. So he went over to the WBO to take on Liam Smith. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., big money fight that was in Mexico. So, of course, he went for the money. And then, of course, the two Gennady Golovkin fights. Man, you think of those succession of names, bruh. That's a hell of – ain't nobody else at middleweight that I could think of that took on a rapid succession of names like that. You did. And then on top of that, Fort Golovkin back-to-back. Shit, man. Shit. Hey, I got to give Canelo props when props is due, man. Real talk. That's why on the low, man, when the Canelo Blue to Raw shit came out, I was a little stung by that because though I went in on him and all that good stuff, it still stung me a little bit because I see Canelo as the creme de la creme. You hear me? Yeah, man. Real talk. Jacobs doesn't have the chin or the cardio. Yeah, you know that, and that's the thing, man. I think Jacobs' cardio is solid, though, Michael. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, the chin, he like I said, he does know how to use his footwork when he needs to. He can get hurt. I ain't gonna act like he can't, but he's a smart fighter. And that's what separates Jacobs from a lot of other fighters. If Jacobs is hurt or if Jacobs know that this dude is gaining in on me, he uses them feet and he uses that jab real proper, you know. Canelo is 27 years old with this resume. You would think he's at the end of his rope. Shit, hey, Robert, you hear me, though? I mean, I can't think of nobody else at middleweight that's doing it like that. I'm going to be real. We get Canelo shit because of his affiliations with Oscar, but when you separate and you just look at Canelo on his own merit, Slim, Canelo putting in that work. Real talk. I said after the Rocky Fielding fight, if the dude would have decided to face Callum Smith, I wouldn't have been super happy about it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I would have understood, and that still would have been a hell of a fight. I mean, that's just being 100. Black Horseman Promotions in the building. Appreciate the $5 super chat, homie. Salute to you, bro. Keep doing your thing. All love. Anybody who hear the sound of my voice, go check out my homie, man. Black Horseman Promotions. I love that man's channel, man. Hands down. I appreciate that love, homie. Yeah, man. Michael Reyes, Spence will have the KO Mikey. If they go the distance, the judges have to give it to Mikey because Mike, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it all depends on what Mikey do, bro. It all depends on how Mikey fight. I mean, you don't have to give it to him just because he's the smaller man. If he go in there, he get dominated. He gets dominated. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, I mean, a lot of people got this notion of if Mikey survives to the 12th round, that's some sort of moral victory. If Mikey gets beat down for 10 rounds and then survives to the 12th round, that ain't no goddamn victory. That's a fucking beat down. You know what I'm saying? Hands down. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, back to this fight. Yo, man, Canelo is doing it like no other. He has definitely took the mantle from Floyd, took his dates back, the Cinco de Mayo dates, the September dates. He's taking it back, and it ain't nobody that's going to take it from him. Ain't nobody that's going to take it from him. You hear me? I mean, even the up-and-coming Mexican fighters, you know, the young boys, you know what I mean? Oh, y'all not taking it from him. Canelo is only 27 years old, putting in work. Daniel Jacobs? Slim, one step. If this man becomes an undisputed middleweight champion, Daniel Jacobs has the same opportunity. I don't want to count him out. But if this man becomes an undisputed middleweight champion, Hall of Fame, bruh. Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame, no doubt about it. If he beats Jacobs and he turns around and he mixes it up with Andrade, which is a very good possibility because Andrade is down with Eddie and Eddie is down with DAZN, so it's all good. And if he get in there with Andrade and he beats Andrade, oh shit. You hear me though? I mean, dog, like at the end of the day, a lot of people may come in here and say, oh, well, we wanted to see Charlo. Yo, dog, we all know unification trumps mandatories. And though I wouldn't mind seeing the Charlo fight, I'd rather take this because we are one step closer to an undisputed middleweight champion, dog. Man, you can't beat that. Jacobs' cardio is hella good. He'll bang with you all rounds if you're feeling froggy. That's the thing, man. See, Jacobs has a good amount of tools in his toolbox too. And, you know, the thing is, Jacobs gets I think he's learned a lot from his previous fights. We've seen that play out in the Gennady Golovkin fight. I think whatever he took from the Dmitry Pirog fight, he wasn't going to let that happen to him again. He got knocked down by Gennady Golovkin, and what did he do? He got back on his feet and he boxed beautifully. He boxed beautifully. You know what I mean? That is a learning experience. That is something you learn. He learned that when he got knocked down, something clicked in Daniel Jacobs' head. Like, nah, bro, I can't go out like I did against Pirog. You know what I mean? And he a lot of people say he damn near came back in that fight, bro. Real talk. It was a hell of a fight, man. It was a hell of a fight. So I got a lot of respect for both of these men. Daniel Jacobs have been asking for nothing but tough fights. Only thing I didn't like his answer against Demetrius Andrade when he was presented with that opportunity. They're friends. They go way back, and they train together, yada, yada, yada. So, that fight was kind of on poke. But he said, if I have to, I will mix it up with Demetrius Andrade too. And I'm sure if he beats Canelo, Demetrius Andrade got to be next, man. Demetrius Andrade got to be next. I think he's already a Hall of Fame with the resume he got. You think Canelo is already in the Hall? Let me see. I mean, those are just the fights that we named. Even if you go back before Floyd, with the Austin Trout fights and the Shane Mosley fights, it's like, man, it's close. It's close. If he was to retire today, it'd be a good argument. But I just think he needs one or two more. Give me one or two more. Maybe one or two more big names, and I'm ready to put him there. You know what I mean? I'm ready to put him there. But Canelo has, I think, higher ambitions just to become a Hall of Fame fighter. This dude want to become one of Mexico's best, if not the best fighter that come out of Mexico. He has high ambitions, dog. And I used to question them ambitions. I used to be one right here on this channel like, man, he bullshitting, man. He trying to sneak fighters and take them to certain weights, and he trying to cherry pick his way through. But looking at the total body of work and comparing it with everybody else, man, I mean, Slim, I'm telling you, man. It's a hard argument, man. It's a hard argument, man. But yeah, man, I mean, hats off to both fighters, Joe. I just think that what both men did, Daniel Jacobs, of course, this is the fight that he was hoping for. And I'm sure Daniel Jacobs being a free agent, because he didn't immediately sign back with Eddie and he didn't immediately sign into the zone. I'm sure this was one of his terms coming into a deal with them. Like, if y'all want me on this network, I need Canelo. And for him to have that attitude, it's just, man, it's noteworthy, man. I can't think of another middleweight fighter outside of Daniel Jacobs right now. Maybe, Charlo, I wouldn't mind Charlo, but given the polished shit, then given that after Charlo's last performance against Korbov, I don't know, man. But I can't think of another fighter right now outside of Daniel Jacobs who is more deserving of this fight at middleweight with Canelo Alvarez. Some may say Gennady Golovkin because of the split. Gennady Golovkin don't got to win. Gennady Golovkin doesn't have he doesn't have a win against Canelo. And that's what makes it, it makes it a little iffy for me, Danny Jacobs is definitely worthy. Canelo is a Hall of Fame fighter. King MD13 in the building. Canelo is a Hall of Fame fighter. All of the fights plus celebrity stand out, let alone he isn't done. He's going. So I'm going to ask this, man. If this dude beats Daniel Jacobs and he gets Demetrius Andrade in the ring and become undisputed and then go up to 68 where he already does, didn't he take a title up off Rocky Fielding? So he already weighing a little bit of hard way up at 68 too. Oh, shit. Canelo putting in work, man. Canelo putting in work. Cliox in the building. What's up with you? The Spence versus Garcia fight is still too far away. Mikey, a.k.a. Kangaroo Jack. Yeah, bro. Mikey, a.k.a. Kangaroo Jack with the good snacks. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, bro. It is too far away. I mean, that's why I kind of fell back off talking about that fight, because here we are in January. That fight is in March. Once we get a little bit closer, we lasering in on that thing right there, man. But this is going to be the news of the day. This is going to dominate the headlines tomorrow. This is going to dominate everything in boxing tomorrow. I mean, this is it right here. This fight is 2019, Slim, is becoming a hell of a year in boxing so far. If we get other fights that are already being talked about, such as like the Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, we're going to sit back and see what Caleb Plant's going to do, man. We're going to sit back and get the Mikey Garcia. We got Adrian Broner and Pacquiao this week. Man, 2019 playing out pretty damn good, if I need to say so myself. We talking boxing, King Gadira. I always get your name mixed up, homie. Yo, man, I appreciate you for coming through, showing love, bruh. Yeah, man. Yo, 2019, though, man, squaring up to be one hell of a year in boxing, man. It really is, man. It really is. Hats off to Eddie Hearn for getting this done, because Eddie needed this. Eddie needed this, man. The zone was on his neck. You hear me? The zone was on his neck. Like, Eddie, you better bring us something. Thanks to Oscar De La Hoya and Canelo, Eddie got a lifeline. You know what I mean? Eddie got a lifeline, bruh. He got a lifeline with the zone, man. So, heads off to that, man. But yeah, man, Canelo just, man, he putting in so much fucking work, man. See what y'all talking about, man. Charlo lost his last fight, but the judges gave it to him because they made a mistake with his brother. And that hurt Charlo's stock. That hurt Charlo's stock big time. If Canelo was somehow, some way eyeing Charlo, that hurt his stock. But I'm going to say this, though. That don't mean that Gennady Golovkin ain't got to fight Charlo. Right or wrong? I mean, word on the curb, he talking about Billy Joe Saunders, but why? What's up with Charlo? Gennady Golovkin and Charlo. I thought this was ordered by the WBC. And the reason I stamped so hard for that fight is because Charlo got out the way and allowed Gennady Golovkin to do what he had to do with Canelo. You know what I mean? He stepped to the side, hey, whatever, man. When he had that WBC silver title or interim title or whatever, dog, he stepped out the way and let them handle their business. So what's up, Golovkin? What's up with Golovkin and Charlo? I like that fight. Canelo will win easy, and even if not, he wins on the cards. And look, Canelo got a long, and that's another thing, dog. Canelo didn't wait to fight 6 of his 11 fight deal. He didn't wait to fight 10, fight 8. He fighting this shit on fight 2. This is the second fight of his 11 fight deal with the zone. He got a long way to go. So for him to take Daniel Jacobs on fight 2, shit, nobody ain't think it was gonna come this early. Keep it 100. You dig? We all thought that Canelo may take a soft touch here, soft touch there. It's fight 2 under this zone deal, and he's stepping in there with goddamn Daniel Jacobs, the Miracle Man. Canelo by UD, easy money. Yeah, man, we'll see, man. I think that the body work should be key for Canelo, and I'm just giving early stylistic points here. I think the body work, man, gonna be key for him against Daniel Jacobs, because Daniel Jacobs is going to move. I don't think Daniel Jacobs is going to stand right there in front of him. Daniel's going to look to use his jab efficiently, and he's going to look to move. Body work is going to be key, man. Body work is definitely going to be key, man. Yeah, Nashville Plant 615. Yeah, hey, shit, Plant on it. Plant about to put 68 on the maps, huh? Plant is about to put 68 on the map. I like Caleb Plant, man. I had my doubts. I even counted him out against Scott DeGee, but he proved me wrong. He proved you wrong, and he proved everybody else wrong, bro. Plant in the building, without a doubt. Plant is in the building. I'm from BK. Danny will stop this fool. Mr. Drip 89, what's up with you? You say Danny gonna stop him. Hey, that'll be something. Hey, Danny will come up with a mate. Look, everything that Danny has ever fought for in his whole career can go down in this fight. All these titles, all these belts. Though, do you know how far up on the pound for pound list this will push Danny Jacobs if he beats Canelo Alvarez? I mean, shit, this has got to be the fight of his life right here, bruh. I mean, Slim, he got to come in sharp, ready to go, got the good snacks, you know what I'm saying? All that. He got to, because this is for everything, man. Everything. Shit, I mean, hey, Canelo ain't never been stopped. This is going to be something. Danny has been stopped. Canelo has never been stopped. So that's a bold statement, bro. For you to say Danny gonna stop this dude, man. I mean, maybe he can outbox him, but to say he gonna stop Canelo, shit, we'll see, bro. We will see. We will see. Danny is 2 rounds down already in the T-Mobile Arena. Shit, on Cinco de Mayo. You better believe that shit. He coming in the fight already, like they already gonna be cutting their eyes at him. Like, you know what? We ain't even gonna look at the first 2 rounds. We're gonna just go ahead and turn out. Hey, somebody go give me some popcorn. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. The judge is gonna leave the table for a minute. Oh yeah, we just gonna mark Jacobs down the first 2 off the skip. You hear me? Nah, I'm fucking with you, man. But Danny got to put in extra work, man. Real talk. King of main man, if you can speak on the guys that's fighting Badu. Holmes talking big. Yeah, hey, Brown. Shit, Brown is talking big, man. I mean, what you expect, though? I mean, this is his coming out party right here, man. This is what he needs to do to put himself on the map. Badu Jack is a reputable fighter, and he's a damn good fighter. But Badu Jack, man, always seems like in a lot of big fights, they don't want to give him the nod, man. He comes off with some draws, and sometimes he deserves the nod, and they don't give it to him. Dude talking big shit, man. I got to really do more study up on this dude, Brown, but the way he talking, he got my attention, and I will be looking into him. And I also we'll be talking live about him, man. I'll do some vids on him, and we're gonna break this dude down because he talking major shit against Badu. Real talk, man. Say Danny down 6 rounds. Shit, yeah. I mean, dog, look at what is. Let's just be 100. Cinco de Mayo, T-Mobile Arena. You know what I mean? All these belts involved. You did. Canelo's second fight on his 11-fight deal. Shit, man. Hey, dang, he gonna have to put in work off the jump. That's just being real. He gonna have to put the work in off the jump. Even if Jacobs KO Canelo, the lights will go out and Canelo stunt double whoop. No bullshit. They gonna be like, man, he wasn't down, man. We ain't see him get knocked down. You said he slipped. Every knockdown that Canelo do gonna be a slip. That's how I feel about it, bro. Black Fight Fan TV in the building. My main man, $10 super chat. I appreciate your family. What's up with you? My man, main man, keep up the great work, homie. I may pull up on you at that Her J-Rock fight. Hey, come see me, Mo. Come see me. I'm going to be in the building. Hey, bro. Hey, that'll be something, bro. Come see me, Black Fight Fan TV. Everybody who hear the sound of my voice, go see Trio Boxing Talk. Hands down. You hear me? Man, I never missed that show, man. Black Fight Fan, that's my main man right there. Hey, but Black Fight Fan, when Herd go see Charlo, you got to come see me. Also, when Herd and Charlo, and I appreciate all that work you've been putting in about Gary Russell, bro. I'm with you 100%. My man been speaking up about Gary Russell, how, man, look, Leo don't want that smoke. And I heard the other day when he was talking about Rigo, and if Rigo get in the ring with Gary Russell Jr., I like you, Rigo. I like you a lot, bro, but don't do that to yourself. You hear me? Don't do that to yourself. Don't do it, bro. So, I appreciate that love, man. Real talk. Yeah, man. The Undertaker takes me back to WWF. I don't know what you're talking about, Robert. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, this going to be a hell of a fight, man. I'm looking forward to this fight. I do think that, Canelo Alvarez is carving a path for himself, man. That's just, man, that's damn near Hall of Fame worthy, man. Like, if he keep going down the route that he going, he give us Demetrius Andrade, he becomes totally undisputed at middleweight. Son, ain't gonna be able to be an argument in the building. Ain't gonna better be nobody that can say nothing about Canelo Alvarez other than, damn, this dude, he fighting everybody, man. Charlo will be the last remaining piece. Charlo will possibly be the last remaining piece. And just think, though, what if all of this do come full circle? And then at the end of the day, Charlo will have a chance to go against an undisputed champion. One shot, one kill. You hear me? One shot, one kill. It's always possible. It's always possible. Canelo Andrade is the fight. You know what, man? Demetrius Andrade, though, man, still be pissing me off, man. Like, I mean, who the fuck is he fighting, bro? I forget the dude name that he even fighting. This dude fighting some dude. Like, I know he wants Billy Joe Saunders back, but dog, Billy, I like Demetrius Andrade stylistically, but I need to see it on this level. I can't even recall the last time. If I think hard, I can't recall the last time that Demetrius Andrade honestly been on the elite level. When the last time he been on the elite level? Let's just be 100. I can't even remember. It was down at 154. Man, it's been a minute. And we all like Demetrius Andrade. He trying to raise his profile. We see him walking around the gyms, always in front of a camera. But at the end of the day, son, we need to see that opponent. I ain't knocking him for the Billy Joe Saunders fight, but we need to see him, dog. We need to see that opponent, man, so we can believe in you, man. Real talk. You getting that easy check. Hell yeah, you getting that easy. But I tell you what, whoever wins this fight, they need to be putting Demetrius Andrade right up in their crosshairs. And Daniel Jacobs need to lose that friendship shit. I don't want to hear nothing about no friendship. I don't want to hear nothing about how we go way back in the amateurs and we was cool like that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't want to hear none of that, man. You need to be putting that in your crosshairs and going for total undisputed, because Demetrius Andrade got to show us something, cuz. He need to show us something. He ain't showed us nothing. I mean, like I said, I don't fault him for Billy Joe Saunders turning into the super shredder. I don't fault him for Billy Joe Saunders putting the ooze up his nose and doing whatever he was doing or whatever the fuck. I don't fault him for that. But at the end of the day, Demetrius Andrade, come on, bruh. Get into the conversation, because I don't know where the hell you at now, bruh. Oh, Akavolv. That's who he's fighting. Yeah, he's fighting Akavolv. Oh, Billy Joe Saunders leftovers. I remember that now. That's the fighter that Billy Joe Saunders almost got destroyed by. Billy Joe Saunders came in that fight all out of shape and taking Akavolv for a joke. This is before, I guess, Billy Joe Saunders got that super shredder shit up in the system, and Akavolv came in that thing and almost beat him. But yeah, man, still, that's not the fight, bruh. That's not the fight. Why we can't get Billy Joe Saunders versus Triple G? Why not? Give me a reason why not. You know what I'm saying? Why we can't get Billy Joe Saunders versus a more reputable opponent, Kid Chocolate? What's up? Oh, Kid Chocolate went up in weight. I'm sorry. But just give us a more better name, dog. He's been there too long. 1 minute he telling us he needed to gain muscle mass. Oh man, I can't fight this guy and that guy. I don't have enough muscle mass, man. I gotta go home and eat a couple more bologna sandwiches and bulk up. You know what I mean? The next minute he fighting Akavov. You know what I mean? So I like Billy Joe Saunders. I mean, I like Demetrius Andrade stylistically, but at the end of the day, you need to give us a name, man. You need to give us a name. You need to give us a name. Yeah, man, but it is what it is, man. But this fight right here, bro, like I said before, I got nothing but love and respect for both of these fighters for finding each other. 2019 is proven to be a beautiful year for boxing, a beautiful year for boxing. We know this weekend, I kind of touch on this a little bit, man. We got Adrian Bronner versus Manny Pacquiao. I guess all the smart money is going on Manny Pacquiao. I guess if you smart enough, you'll bet a couple dollars on Adrian Bronner, because if he pull an upset, you're going to get paid. You hear me, though? You're going to get some bread out of this, man. But I looked at the last press conference, man. I seen Adrian Bronner going in on Al Bernstein, though. Like, hold up, bro. He said, I don't even fuck with you, man. Like, we ain't got nothing to talk about. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that from Bronner keeping it 100. But Bronner, man, you know, this showing me something. Oh, Nelson Santos in the building. I appreciate the super chat, homie. Much love to you, my man. Much love to you. Salute, man. Always keeping it real, even when it's uncomfortable. When will people put the Canelo in the top 3 pound for pound? The resume is godlike. Shit, I feel you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I mean, I'm going to be 100. He's definitely in my top 5. But when I think of the top 3 pound for pound, let's see. Bud Crawford, right? Vasyl Lomachenko. I got no reason to think that Canelo can't squeeze in number 3, especially after his victories against Gennady Golovkin. I ain't got no reason to think not. I mean, I can't think of nothing else. Orlando Finney in the building. My main man. What's up with you, man? What's up with you? Yes, sir, man. Hey, sorry for the late stream, bro, but you know how it goes sometimes, man. It's better now than never, man. Better now than never. You hear me? But yo, man, I can't think of a reason why not to put Canelo. I'm trying to think hard here. I'm thinking real hard. We can't include heavyweights. Oh, Alexander Usyk. That's tough. That's tough. Alexander Usyk undisputed. Vasyl Lomachenko was dominating the weight classes. And, of course, Bud Crawford being who Bud Crawford is, bro. That's a hard one, bro, to throw Canelo in that top 3. Top 5 for sure, Nelson. Top 5 for sure, but top 3. I mean, do we knock out? Who we knocking out if we putting them up there? Let me know that. You say you good? Oh, that's all good, Orlando. Yeah, it's all good, bro. I mean, who does Jamel come back and fight? Well, if Jamel's gonna come back and fight, he need to handle his unfinished business with Harrison, man. That's just I mean, I'm trying to figure out though, and I haven't seen no print, I haven't seen no talk on it. But is the rematch clause official or not? I mean, is it official or not? I mean, I heard Harrison talk, and I'm listening to Jamel. Harrison saying he wants a hometown fight. I mean, if the thing is going down the way it says it's going down, hopefully he gets Harrison back in there for a rematch. But the question is, if he beats Harrison, he gonna want. Are they doing a trilogy? Because we want Jarrett Hurd versus the winner of that whole situation. So Jarrett Hurd can handle his business at that weight class and come on up to 160 and come see the other Charlo. You know what I mean? That's what we all want. And let Jarrett Hurd wreck shop at 160 pounds. And if Canelo is still there, Jarrett Hurd is on the way. Storm coming. You hear me? That's what I'm talking about. But Jamel, man, he need to handle that Harrison business, man. Real talk. Yeah, he need to come back for that rematch, Orlando. No doubt about it. Boo Boo versus Charlo. I love to see that fight. I love to see that fight, Mr. Drip. Boo Boo versus Charlo will be real promising. Boo Boo got to give us somebody, man. You know, the thing is about Boo Boo and the Charlos, we all know they got history. See, that's the thing that makes me also mad about Demetrius Andrade, is the fact that when he was down there at 54, yo, he had the Jamel Charlo fight, but he pulled out. He wanted to go after Rock Nation, and he pulled out of that fight. He never gave us the Jamal Charlo fight. When he was Arislandi Law's, when he was right up under Arislandi Law in the rankings, is when he skipped out and went to 160. You see what I be saying about Boo Boo, man? And that's what I'm like, dog. It's like every time we think we right there and we about to get that fight from Andrade, he skipped town or something happened. You know what I mean? So I need to see more, bro. I need to see more. We probably have to knock Mikey out of the top 5 to squeeze Canelo in there. I mean, I don't mind putting Canelo in the top 5, Nelson. Real talk. I mean, top 5, that's a different conversation. But top 3, I don't see no room for him right now, bro. I really don't. You hear me? Crawford resume really ain't got nothing special besides Khan, who he hasn't fought yet. No, oh shit. Are you serious, bro? Hold up. No one comes to mind, and I feel people are excited about Crawford. That alone can push him anywhere, bro. Are you telling me that Terrence Bud Crawford? I've been hearing this argument right here, bro. You telling me that Terrence Crawford resume is some shit? Is that what you trying to tell me? I thought I broke this down in the last video. Bro, Terrence Bud Crawford resume is not some shit. And Khan is not the best name. I don't know what people getting this notion from. Khan is just a name. Just a name, an empty name, no titles at this point. He's been knocked out several times at this point. He is not the Amir Khan of, say, the Amir Khan that beat Marcos Maidana. This is dog. Like, we discount the fact that when Terrence Crawford beat Victor Postal, that Victor Postal was a champion. We discount the fact that when he beat Ricky Burns also went up in another weight class and got 2 more titles. Dog, that means that dude was a reputable opponent. You don't lose your titles to a fighter, go up and wait, and then become champion in the next weight class if you so much of a bum. You know what I'm saying? Dog, we need to kill this noise about Crawford ain't fought nobody, man. Hey, Julius Ndongo, when that fight was going down, we was praising Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford became #1 pound for pound on a lot of people's, thing on y'all top list because he beat Julius Ndongo, a man who was a unified champion. Say what you want. He took him from who he took him from. He still was a unified champion. What does Khan bring? What does Khan got? All Khan bring is the UK audience, and because of his popularity, that makes him the name. Man, I need to kill that noise, bro. Not to mention coming up to welterweight, first fight at welterweight, stopping a world champion who was fresh off beating a legend. Come on, son. Come on, son. Y'all gonna sit back and tell me that Terrence Crawford resume is some shit? Man, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Direct Ram TV in the building. What's up with you, man? What's up with you? And Benavidez, now even in the Benavidez, he stopped him. But yeah, he had the one leg. But Benavidez still was a decent name. Y'all cannot sit back and say that Khan is the best fighter on this man's resume. Maybe Khan of Marcos Maidana. But this ain't that Khan right here. This is a Khan that damn near got stopped by Samuel Vargas. Let that sink in. This is a Khan that damn near got stopped by Samuel Vargas, bruh. You hear me though? So we're gonna sit back and say Khan is all of this and all of that. Come on, how the hell you damn near about to get stopped by Samuel? You just beat Samuel Vargas and Phil Lo fucking Greco. You hear me? And that makes Khan the best name on his. Man, y'all killing me, man. Y'all killing me. Spence, Thurman, Garcia, ducking Crawford. Hell yeah, they ducking Crawford. They ducking Crawford and Spence, DGO. What's up? DGO 0082 in the building. My main man. Yeah, of course they ducking them, man. Without a doubt, dog. They ducking Crawford and they ducking Spence. New blood. Hashtag new blood. You know what I'm saying? The new blood is running boxing right now. The new blood is running boxing. It should not take a lightweight to come on up to welterweight just to give Spence a fight. I just don't understand that shit. You know what I mean? That's something I can't process properly. You know what I mean? Real talk. It's the way Crawford beat them that counts too. Exactly. Hey, low blow champ, you said it perfect. It's the way that Crawford beat them. We forgot that Victor Postal put a serious ass whooping on Matisse and how he did it. And then turned around, man, Crawford come up in the building and tattoo that man. Dog, these things matter. He's stopping these opponents. Coming up the welterweight, everybody question, he ain't hitting hard enough. He ain't big enough for the weight. Jeff Horn is as rugged as a fighter as it gets. Like, to beat Jeff Horn, you got to rough him up. This is why Manny could not beat Jeff Horn, because he didn't go in there with a dog mentality. Crawford showed everybody, dog, my power is serious, and I'm going to rough up a bigger man. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Like, man, Khan going night-night. Khan going to sleep. You hear me? Khan going to sleep. Hashtag he going to sleep. Crawford went undisputed, period. That's legendary shit in the making. You hear me? That's what I'm saying. Like, where are these people getting this notion that Terrence Crawford's resume is some shit? I don't understand where y'all getting that from, bro. And it's going to get nothing but better. If Bob can close the gap with the PBC fighters, it's going to get nothing but better. That's how I'm looking at it, man. You know what I mean? So come on, man. Y'all need to cut this shit, man. Come on, man. DGO boxing is looking good this year so far. Now I'm waiting for the 3 top heavyweights to get their shit together. Yeah, bro, we all are. Lord knows, I've been hearing the reports about Tyson Fury and and Deontay Wilder. Let me just say, I did a video not too long ago, and I was turned up because I was like, hell yeah, man. Tyson Fury is about to step back in there with Wilder. And now I'm hearing some talks that Tyson Fury may be pumping the brakes. We don't know. Let some time pass, dog. This is how negotiations in boxing go. They dangle other opponents. Oh, I got this option. I got that option. When maybe they just trying to raise their hand in negotiations. But at the end of the day, like I said before, people can't remember something. Got to remember something. When Tyson Fury, fresh off that fight with Wilder, the first thing that Fury told everybody was he wanted to touch in March. We're going to act like it's brand new. We're going to act like we didn't hear it. We're going to play stupid. But he told everybody then that he wanted to touch in March. And after that, maybe he'll get back in there. He should be getting back in there with Wilder. Of course, we don't want to see him fight nobody in March. Of course we don't. But at the end of the day, he told us that's one of the things he want to do. You know what I mean? I hope not, though. Real shit. I hope not. Glassjaw Connor's going to dance like Zab Zuda. Man going to be doing a robot. That man going to be in the middle of the ring, doing a robot after Crawford tattoo his chin. Real talk. He's going to be doing a robot. You know what I mean? Like, dog. And speaking of knockouts, Canelo Alverez versus Daniel Jacobs. You dig? For those who just getting up in the chat, man, and for those who are just getting up in the stream, just know that I think this is going to be a promising fight. I'm looking real forward to this fight. Heads off to both men. I can't think of another middleweight outside of Daniel Jacobs that's more deserving of a payday and as well as the recognition that comes with fighting the Canelo Alvarez. I can't think of another one. Heads off to both of these men getting it done. Now, as for, him signing back with DAZN, that's tough. You dig? Like, I mean, if he loses to Canelo, then that means he's fighting on that side of the street. And I don't know how realistic the Charlo fight gonna happen. That's unfortunate. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I think Crawford is the best 147. He beat Spence. He's a technician, man. Yo, man, I see Crawford hands down. I mean, right now, Crawford is my number one pound-for-pound fighter. Until he's beaten, until he's dominated in one way or another, he's my number one pound-for-pound fighter. He's never been beaten. He's touched every belt in a weight class. And on top of that, he's pulling up on the rest of these fighters. That shit that went down with Danny Garcia, man, I can't believe it, bruh. You get tossed all this money. That man stepped to your pops, like, pops, go holler at your son. Tell your son I said I want him. I want smoke. I'm trying to get him in the ring. We got history. What's good? And Danny ain't acting like it ain't even happening. Like, that's embarrassing, man. That's bad. That's bad for boxing, and that's bad for Danny Garcia. Real talk, man. Real talk. Zab Zuda was a champ, though. Oh, you must be talking to somebody. Triple G versus Jamal. That's the fight that I would love to see. That if that is the one fight that I hope can work itself out. If Gennady Golovkin really wants a route back to Canelo Alvarez, it definitely can go through Jamal Charlo. I mean, besides, the WBC ordered that fight, right? Like, so, I mean, I want to see if Triple G doesn't fight Jamal Charlo, how the WBC gonna feel about that? Are they gonna kick Gennady Golovkin out the rank? He probably don't care at this point anyway in his career. He probably don't give a shit. You know what I mean? He probably just like, dog, I'll fight whoever I want to fight. And at the end of the day, I'm just trying to get back to Canelo. Dog, go through Jamal Charlo, man. You'll win the fanfare. You'll have the fans stomping for you on this joint. Like, bruh, he went through Charlo. He deserves the Canelo fight. Dog, the rumblings would be too loud for Canelo to ignore it. So why don't he just go through Charlo? He talking about, I heard word on the curb, he talking about Billy Joe Saunders. What? Billy Joe Saunders ain't got a belt. Billy Joe Saunders, nah, man, nobody, I mean, nah, I don't even know if Billy Joe Saunders takes that fight. I think Billy Joe Saunders will be more, he probably would want the Andre fight more than he would want the Gennady Golovkin fight. Real shit. I mean, so come on, bruh. If Gennady Golovkin wants some fanfare and he wants some recognition right now and he want to get back to where he once left the sport, go through Charlo. People act like that's like a bad thing to ask. That's what be killing me, man. I be going to war with fans in comment sections. People be like, nah, why should he fight Charlo? Why should he fight Charlo? Why shouldn't he? Tell me why he shouldn't. Charlo got up out the way and let him and Canelo handle business, right? Charlo could have took that thing all the way to the high court and say, no, I am in a position where I was supposed to get the winner of the first fight. I don't want to see no rematch. No, I want my shot. And he could have put his foot on the gas for that, but he stepped out the way. So what's up, bro? He did you a favor. Get him in the ring. Wani boy fresh in the building. What's up with you, homie? What's up, bro? What's up with you? Yeah, man. Real talk. Charlo being iced out by the WBC. Yeah, man. You know, Charlo, man. You know, the thing is with Charlo, man, Charlo also got to realize something, man. Look, at the end of the day, and a lot of fans had this debate, should Charlo consider maybe moving to the zone or something like that, you know, because dog, these dudes not coming to PBC. Charlo's best fight that he could pull at middleweight on the PBC side, in my opinion, right now, is probably Sergey Deryevchenko. And if he want to do that, Sergey Deryevchenko, that'd be a decent fight, something they could throw on Showtime, and we'll get hyped up for that. But at the end of the day, man, why not Gennady Golovkin? I don't get it. Gennady Golovkin, man, he killing his reputation, man. He killing his reputation by avoiding Charlo. It ain't nothing. Billy Joe Saunders, none of them, dog. Like, you got to fight Charlo. It's simple as that. Because it now makes you look like you ducking. Even if you're a fan of Gennady Golovkin, you can't give me a reason. You can't give me one. Yes, I think Charlo and Triple G need each other at this moment. That's the fight to make. Plus, it will kill the noise that he's ducking. That's what I'm saying. It will certify either man. It will certify the fact that after Jamal Charlo coming off the performance against Korobov, if he gets through a Gennady Golovkin, man, he back. If Gennady Golovkin can get through a Charlo after the Canelo loss, he back. It makes fucking sense. No way you spin it. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're a fan of Gennady Golovkin. And don't, you know, a lot of Gennady Golovkin fans like to come at you like, well, look how he looked against Korobov. Look how he looked against Korobov. He didn't look all that. He got outboxed by Korobov. And what? He beat Korobov. He may have barely skimmed past him, but he beat him. So if this is the case, if Jamal Charlo is this bum and he's the WBC interim champion, why ain't Gennady Golovkin getting that up off him, putting him right next to Canelo? Just don't make sense. Make it make sense. He wants Canelo, but he don't want to go through the interim champion. Make it make sense for me, fans. Charlo ain't nothing but the new King Crawford. The freeze out is real. Shit, you said it, Ronnie Boy Fresh. Hell yeah, the freeze out is super real. Super real, bro. And it's been going on for too motherfucking long. You know what I mean? It's been going on for too long. The fight need to happen. Gennady Golovkin, they talking about he's shopping around. He wanted to go to ESPN. He wanted to fight Rob Brandt. And no, like what was that? What would that have done for you in the eyes of the fans? Gennady Golovkin's reputation still would have took a hit if he would have went to ESPN. You can fight on a fight-by-fight basis. You ain't got to commit yourself, dog. Like, you could go to PBC, give me Charlo. We'll do this one time. We'll make it happen one time. What I got to lose? I want Canelo. My goal is to get a third Canelo fight. So if I beat the WBC interim champion, it puts me right next to the WBC champion. Correct? I don't know, man. I can't make it I can't make it make no more better sense than that. Triple G has the mentality that if he loses or get KO'd, it has to be against a Canelo or Andre Ward level name. Dog, but at the end of the day, man, look, you ain't got that luxury no more. Your titles are gone, bro. That aura of invincibility is gone now, Gennady Golovkin. It's gone. I mean, I know a lot of fans out there want still believe that Gennady Golovkin is the most invincible fighter in the world, but it's gone. The aura of mystique is gone. You are now in the fucking trenches. You are in the trenches, bro. You came off 2 fights that you did not win. You in the trenches. So you got to put work in. For years, we've gave Gennady Golovkin credit for dominating a division that didn't have this much talent. And that's just being real. And I'm a Gennady Golovkin fan. But the middleweight division was not nearly this stacked when Gennady Golovkin was dominating. And that's just being 100. It's a good point, man. When he has Triple G, took chances, Canelo has always stepped up. Dog, like, with the things that Canelo not only has he stepped up, but he's done it in multiple weight classes. And that's what makes it so beautiful, because he done it in multiple weight classes. Ever since from going from Floyd to 54 to Canelo weight to 60 to 68 to the other Canelo weight, all of these weights, he's always, other than the fact that when he fought Julio Cesar Chavez, come on, let's just be 100. He was just getting some money. But Triple G has been stagnant. You know what I mean? Like, he's been at 160. I'm at 160. I ain't moving. Okay, cool. You don't want to move? Cool. Now that the division is popping, because you dominated a division over years that did not have nearly this much talent, bro. Nearly this much. Now what did it do? What did it do? We didn't have Daniel Jacobs here. We didn't have Charlo here. We didn't have Canelo here. We didn't have Andre here. You did. Like, we didn't have them. Now that they there, you can't say I don't want to fight certain dudes. You can't do that, bro. Shit. Canelo is about to be undisputed. He on the road. He on the road. And if anybody doubting him, I mean, Slim, if he beats Jacobs, he going after Andre. And is that Andre's plan? To sit back and take soft touches until he gets the Canelo fight because he knows the winner of that fight going to be gunning for him because he got the last piece? Is that his plan? I'm going to fight the Akovovs of the world. I'm going to fight these little dudes, and yet eventually they got to come see me. I mean, that could be Andre's plan. I don't know, but that's a shitty plan because I still need to see Andre just need to fight somebody for me, man. I'm sorry, man. He need to give me a fight, but that could be Andre's plan, man. Just sit back and let all these dudes mix it up, and then eventually they gonna come for me. I got a title. I got the last remaining piece. I could just sit back, chill out, fight Akovov, talk shit in front of the cameras, and eventually they got to come see me. Is that Andre's plan? Not Boo Boo's plan. That's Eddie Hearn's plan. Oh, okay. I see you, Stacy. That makes sense. That's Eddie's plan. Okay. Well, either way, Eddie knows. And see, that's one piece of credit you got to give Eddie Hearn, bro. He positioned himself in the middle of the weight division very properly. He signed 2 fighters, then he made them world champions, and now he's always in the mix. These are his 2 lifelines over at DAZN right now. DAZN knows that Canelo, in order for him to get them titles, he got to go through Hearn's fighters. Hearn made a smart play with that. I got to give him that, man. Hearn made a real smart play. Say it might work, though. That shit might just work, huh? It's so crazy that it might just fucking work. Hey, Andre played everybody. Andre, like, look, next fight, I'm going to fight Bob Johnson. You know what I mean? I don't know who he is. I'm just going to sit back and chill. They got to come see me. Maybe in September. Maybe if Canelo beats Daniel Jacobs in May, or if Jacobs beat Canelo in May, or whatever the case may be. Maybe it happens at the end of this year. It's smart, man. It's smart. Hearn got Callum at 168. Will Hearn put Callum in there with Caleb? Will that happen? Or well, I know Caleb and Benavidez got a little thing going on, but of course, that's so many fights down the road. You know what I mean? Truth be told, like I told people, I would love to see Caleb Plant in the meantime, between time, fight the winner of DeGale and Eubank. I'd rather see him take that fight as let Benavidez, work himself back to a title if he makes it back to a title, because I think the storyline is being built properly there. They got the history, they got the beef, they got the words, they got the swag. It's all there. The ingredients is there. The only thing that Benavidez needs is a belt. So in the meantime, Caleb can go and beat the brakes off either Eubanks or either DeGale, either or. And we'll see, man. But see Callum Smith on the other side of the street, man. That's gonna hurt him, man. Hey, and tell that dude Mungia, let me just put this in the mix. Tell Jaime Mungia to stop talking about my main man Jared Hurd if he wants no smoke. And I'm gonna leave it at that. PBC not sacrificing no belts. Shit, I don't know, man. I mean, look, man, that'll be the fight, though, bro. Caleb and Benavidez is gonna be a hell of a fight if it works out that way. But even so, even if Caleb got to go up against either Yildirim or Darrell or one of them dudes, because I don't know which one gonna really win that fight. I'm leaning more towards Darrell. But yo, either way, it's still gonna make Caleb, man, just mixes it up, makes the whole 168 division interesting to me, bro. PBC not sacrificing no belts, though, huh? I feel you, bro. Hearn got Callum too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. So either way, man, Hearn is in a good position, though. He positioned himself very well in the middleweight division, where he has 2 fighters that Canelo has to come and see. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if Hearn don't make a move fast after Canelo, if Canelo gets through both of his fighters, the zone gonna really start looking at him like, what do you got to offer us, Eddie? Because now you just lost Demetrius Andrade, ain't got a title, and on top of that, Daniel Jacobs ain't got a title. What do you got to offer us, bro? Are you gonna sign Gennady Golovkin? What's up with that? You know what I mean? What's up with that? But yeah, man, Demetrius Andrade sitting back playing the flute. But Daniel Jacobs, man, and Canelo Alvarez, this is going to be a beautiful fight, man. 2019 is looking good, damn good. You know what I mean? I appreciate this fight very much. And I just appreciate the fact that Canelo Alvarez has came back down to middleweight and didn't stay up at 168, didn't try to, act like he was running away from a hot division and staying away from a lot of fighters. He came right back down to 160 pounds, and he is mixing it up, but not the 5th overall dude or the 4th. Probably the next best dude at 160 right now, bro. Real shit. I can't be mad at that, man. PBC protecting champions. Yeah, man. Hey, y'all know Keith Thurman got Jodecito Lopez coming up, man. I'm gonna keep my eyes on One Time right now, man. I'm keeping my eyes on him. I'm keeping my eyes on One Time. I got nothing but love for One Time. I always will have love for one time. But when he said about fighting Spence in 2020 and all that type talk right there, bro, it's hard to defend. It's hard to defend no matter how you spin it. So I'm keeping my eyes on that situation. But before I end this stream, I want to touch one more time on Manny Pacquiao versus Adrian Bronner. And I was saying that, yo, the way Adrian Bronner went on Al Bernstein, man, I get it. I'm from the hood. Trust me, I'm from the mud. I'm from the dirt. Can't get no more dirtier than where I'm from. But at the end of the day, son, like, come on, bro. Like, this is your stage right here, man. Like, I mean, come on. You can't, every time somebody criticize your little ass, you can't be feeling like that. You showing too much mental weakness. And I don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't like that. You can't show mental weakness leading to these fights. And anytime you got your mind so focused on what people are saying about you, bro, that speaks volumes to me. That speaks volumes. A lot of people counting out Adrian Bronner. This is your moment, man. If you don't take this moment and go with it, this is it. I can't think of nothing else for Adrian Bronner. I can't think of nothing else. Dog, this is coming from a man, a channel that has supported Adrian Bronner for years. And y'all know I have. Dog, take this fight serious. Don't worry about what people saying about you. Get the fuck off social media, man. I just said a video in my boxing form with him all blinged out and watches and all that. Bro, come on, man. Dog, I don't want to see that, man. At this point in time with Adrian Bronner, it's nothing I want to see. I'm sorry. Everybody say, oh, I want Adrian Bronner. Well, if you want Adrian Bronner to win, you don't want to see him making a dumbass of himself right now in a fight that he needs to be taken very, very seriously. You hear me? I don't want to see it, bro. I don't want to see your watches. I don't want to see your glasses. I don't want to see all that. None of that dumbass shit. I want to see you in the gym, blood, sweat, and tears, day in, day out, coming into the press conference, standing to Manny Pacquiao's soul, letting it be known, though, I'm here to beat you. I'm not here to giggle with you. I'm not here to crack jokes. I'm not here for none of that shit. That shit is over right now. Right now ain't the time. I want to see a Bronner like that for a change, man. For a fucking change. AB was checking and fixing his rings before. Like that, you hear me though? Like I don't, dog. Like all of that flashy shit that was fun when you was coming up. It won us, you know, got our attention. It was all good. It's entertaining. Yada yada yada. But right now, son, you have the opportunity of like these type chances don't come around as often as with a lot of fighters, man. They don't. I'm like, dog, you keep talking about, oh yeah, I'm from the hood. I'm doing it for the hood. Bruh, if you doing it for the hood, then do it. Then do it, son. Don't be in there joking, laughing, playing. Look at my rings. Yeah, look at my ring. Yeah, I'm gonna make me catch. Yeah, man, come on, bro. The fight gonna sell. All right, the fight gonna sell. The fight is already done. Go in there and get this victory, man. And in order for you to do this, bro, you got to be 100% focused, man. I mean, this shit don't make sense to me, man. I don't like that, man. I don't like it. I used to. It was cool with me when AB was coming up. I was that cat like this, a funny little dude right here, man. Little acorn head ass. He funny as hell, man. But right now, nah, son, this is it for you, bro. This is where it gets real. You 2 days away from the fight. Less than 48 hours at this point. Shit, man. I don't get it, man. Yo, this is for the marbles right here, bro. You can beat Pacquiao. That's the crazy part is you can actually beat Pacquiao, in my opinion. I think you can beat him if you settle down and focus. He took off his Gucci belt and held it up like it was a title. That's what I'm talking about, man. Like, no, but son, I truly believe the man can beat, like, I'm not going to go down the road and saying he's going to win. I don't think he's going to win. I'm not going to get embarrassed like that. But at the end of the day, if I just truly believe that stylistically, I've studied Adrian Bronner's style since 35 on up. I've been watching this dude since 35 on up. And son, I'm telling you, from what I know that Adrian Bronner can do, and Manny Pacquiao at 40 years old, dog, Manny ain't going to take you serious. He going to go in there and try to dominate you. Okay. Adrian Bronner said it perfect at the press conference. Son, y'all, I know what y'all doing. I know we in the small room, but him and Floyd was in the big room. You ain't Floyd. I don't give a damn if they put you on the sidewalk. You ain't Floyd, cuz. Man, look, you know what they want to do. And they want you, if they want to get you out, if they cashing you out, then stop that plan, man. Stop the plan. If they cashing you out, make them not be able to do it. We'll see, man. 120 to 108, washed up, man. You think that you saying Ronnie Boy Fresh that AB gonna win that? Oh, okay. He doesn't let his hands go enough. Yeah, but he can counterpunch. And most importantly, he does have proper power, meaning he can time a shot. Now, I'm not saying that he should load up and look for the one big shot. Absolutely not. He got to move his feet. He got to use some boxing IQ. He's got to reset Manny Pacquiao. He's got to make Manny Pacquiao think twice before he comes in with those flurries. He's got to show a way to do that, and he can do it. If Jesse Vargas made him freeze up, Packer's going to have him. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, man, I'm with you 100%. And if he goes into this mode where he's standing in front of Manny Pacquiao with his hands up, covering, just kind of balling up, man, this ain't going to be pretty, bro. It's not going to be pretty. Once Pacquiao beats AB can fight Jeff Horn. Hey, Jeff Horn wants to work. Jeff Horn won't work, man. Jeff Horn, hey, somebody need to fight Jeff Horn, man. Real talk, man. I think somebody need to fight Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn is a rugged fighter. And a lot of these dudes know that Jeff Horn it's a lot of risk. A lot of people count him out. Oh, he a bum. Man, he's some garbage. He this, he that. Slim, Jeff Horn rugged, man. He rugged. And I like rugged fighters. I think Jeff Horn, man, gives problems to a lot of fighters at welterweight. And y'all just don't want to say that. A lot of people don't want to say that. Jeff Horn can give some people at welterweight some problems on the low. I'm trying to tell you, son. I'm trying to tell you, man. But it is what it is, man. I hope AB go ahead, man, just focus in and stick to a game plan, counter shots, moving your feet, look for your opportunities, and dictate the pace of this fight. That's what you need to do. Make Manny Pacquiao think twice. Make him believe that you are Juan Manuel Marquez. Be a good counterpuncher and time your shots properly. And I think he can do it. If AB looks good even in a loss, he could still get a Keith Once Upon a Time Thurman, Danny G type fight. Man, yeah, he maybe could. Them two dudes. Well, I don't know about Keith, but I know Danny, man. Danny will fight anybody who brings a check except Terrence Crawford. He won't fight Terrence Crawford for the check, but he'll fight anybody else. Oh, yeah. I'll fight him. Oh, how much money he got? Oh, he got $3 million. Oh, yeah, bring him on. Oh, he got 2.5. Oh, I'll take him too. Terrence Crawford doing what? $3 million. And we want to do it on pay-per-view. Man, I don't know about that, man. That don't sound right. Go talk to Angel, man. Tell Angel, let you know what's up. That's Danny. You know what I mean? So that killed me, bro. That killed me. It's like everybody but Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? And God forbid he say Earl Spence. Oh, what about Earl Spence? Man, ain't nobody never tell me about no Earl Spence. And his name don't even come across my table. Matter of fact, who's Earl Spence again? Where he fight at? Oh, never heard of him. Get the fuck out of here, Danny. You know everybody been coming at you about Earl Spence Jr. He be killing you with that answer, don't he? Oh, man, his name ain't never came across my lap. You was welling, brother. You stop it, man. You know damn well somebody came to you and say, yo, what's up with Earl Spence Jr.? Earl Spence? Who's Earl Spence? Who's that? Where am I at? I'm Batman. Get the fuck out of here. That's a funny dude, man. Who you got? Who you picking? Canelo versus Jacobs. All right, well, I know we way out from that fight cycle boxing, but shit, man, early prediction right now, I'm be real, leaning, but I could easily change at the snap of a finger because we so far out, bro. I like to look at the fighters. I like to see how their mindsets are. I like to see what their bodies looking like. I like to see, all of these, the whole nine. I like to see everything and then make a decision. But early on, judging by their last performances, I'll lean slightly towards Canelo Alvarez for right now. But that can change on any given Sunday. Sean Porter versus Jeff Horn. Oh, shit. Ready-made fight of the year. Hey, hell yeah. That'll be a fight. Sean Porter and Jeff Horn, that'll be a fight. Sean Porter wants Keith, though, man. I don't know how that's going to work out, man. I'm going to see how. I think Sean Porter going to beat Ugas. I think he gets past Ugas. I think he outboxes him. I think he beats him, give or take. I don't know, give or take. I say 8 rounds to 4, somewhere around that area. AB about to get knocked out. Yeah, we'll see, man. But I'm pulling for him, but I'll be dumb as hell to bet on him. That's for sure. I'm pulling for him because, dog, I mean, the thing is about AB, say what you want, say whatever you want. He's this, he's that, he's this. He doesn't run from nobody. And that earns a lot of respect from a lot of boxing fans. He don't run from nobody. You know what I mean? If you told AB he had to fight Deontay Wilder tomorrow, he's gonna be like, man, look, man, what the check looking like? All right, fuck it. Put Deontay Wilder in there. That's AB. You know what I mean? He might get in there and get his head knocked off. He might get in there and do a bunch of dumb shit. He might get locked up a couple times leading up to the fight. But at the end of the day, he getting in that ring with that fighter. You know what I mean? Real talk. Canelo via devastation. Easy work for Cinnamon. I hear you, bro. Easy work, huh? I don't know if Danny gonna make it easy for him, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. If Canelo come in there aggressive, sitting on his punches, and Danny don't look like he can handle it, it's gonna be a long fight for Danny. It's gonna be because I think that Canelo has real proper cutting off the ring skills. Like he can cut what he showed us against Sandy Lowe, his ability to cut off the ring and his ability to hit the body and to chase fighters is second to none. And, you know, if Danny is in the earlier rounds, show us that Canelo's power and Canelo's aggression is giving him problems, it's going to be a long fight for Danny, man. It's going to be a long fight. But I don't see Danny stopping the dude, bro. I can see Danny outboxing Canelo too, though. Real talk. I really can, man. I can see Canelo. I can see Danny outboxing him, but I'm expecting for Danny to come into that fight built like a fucking tank. I'm expecting for him to get Victor Conti on the horn. Say, Victor, what's up? Bring me the good. I don't need the regular snacks. I need the good snacks. I need the snacks that you keep in the safe behind that picture over there you got. You dig? I need them. The ones with the glow and the skit and the sparkles in them. Bring me those snacks. He gonna tell him that. And I'm expecting Daniel Jacobs to come into this fight built like a tank. For punch resistance, and most importantly, try to keep the ability to keep Canelo at bay. It's gonna be tough, though, bro. It's gonna be tough. Real tough. Garcia won't fight Spence. Hell nah, Garcia won't fight Spence Orlando. Garcia won't fight. He don't even know who Spence is. Let him tell it. They coming to him, yo, you gonna fight Spence. He don't know who he is. He never seen him. He never heard of him. It's like, damn, Spence who? I think ain't that's the dude. Oh, no, that ain't the dude that lived around the corner from me. Spence. He don't know who the fuck he is. How he gonna fight him? Every time they bring it to him, you gonna fight Spence? It's like, I believe, no. You know what I mean? Fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here. I don't know, man. It seems once Keith got that pussy put on him, he ain't been acting right. He act raw hungry or calling out, hey, I'm trying to tell you, son. I don't know what Keith, man. Keith must have got him a straight juice bucket. You hear me, though? I mean, son, he must have went over that junk, got him a juice bucket, because Keith on some, now it's like his ponytails look different now. He come back, his hair more slicker now. It's just like he on some, just like, nah, man, you know, I fight when I'm ready to fight. Like, I still like Keith, man. Keith got to show me in the ring that he lost it. A lot of people always say that Keith do this, and we always fuck with Keith, but he got to show me in the ring that he lost it. He got to show me in the ring. He got to show me that he lost a step or two, or the dog is completely gone, and, you know, he ain't willing to engage. If Jotacito Lopez go into this fight and he pushing Keith back and he giving Keith some work, whoo, it's boy. Y'all better be here on YouTube, because everybody and their mamas and fathers gonna be up on this joint like, dog, Keith lost it. Keith lost it. Danny gonna be like, man, I want my rematch. I want my rematch. Sean gonna be like, I want my rematch. Everybody gonna want the rematch with Keith then. Trust and believe. And everybody might just get it, with the exception of Earl Spence Jr. and Terrence Bud Crawford, of course. Lopez will give him good work. Yeah, we'll see, man. I think he'll give him a good measure. I think he'll tell us a lot, man. I think he'll tell us a lot. I think Thurman was like that long before he met his wife. Nah, Ronnie Boy Fresh. Thurman used to be a dog, bro. Thurman used to be that, you know, that don't duck me, son. Even his ponytail was a little more nappier. You know what I mean? Now it's like super slick. Dog, his ponytail used to have a little few naps on the joint at the end. You dig? Like his beard was always a little rough. Now he coming that thing with the perfect edged up beard. His ponytail is slick in the front. It's dripping in the back. He got the fresh suit on. He's sitting there with his suit. Next thing you know, he gonna come in there with a turtleneck. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I'm hoping my man one time is coming back in there with that same hunger that he left with. I don't want to count him out yet. I'm not ready to do that. I'm just hoping that he got that Ron O'Neal. Hey, they say he got that Ron O'Neal. Hey, you wrong for that with Psycho Boxing. No, boo, that thing slick. You hear me? Look how he be now, man. He just be sitting that junk like, yeah. Next thing you know, she gonna be right there on his arm, man, going to the fights. She gonna be walking to the ring with him. He gonna be walking to the ring with his wife. I'm trying to tell you, everybody else gonna be walking to the ring with rappers. They're gonna be like, yo, who was that with Keith Thurman? Oh, that's his wife. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell you, like, it just seemed like it, bro. Thurman is done. We'll see, Ronnie Boy Fresh. We'll see. Trust and believe. I'm gonna be up on here. If he looks bad against Jodecito Lopez, I'm calling it like I see it. And I'm a Thurman fan. Y'all know it. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, people don't agree with me. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't agree, but I'm still rocking with the fact I think Thurman is still the #1 welterweight in boxing, because it's just like the same argument that I put up for Tyson Fury. Until somebody show me in the ring he ain't who he say he is, then I gotta still believe him. You know what I mean? And that's just me. A lot of people say, oh, he avoiding this, he avoiding that. I mean, and I'm sure like the homie Black Fight Fan TV won't agree. A lot of other people won't agree as well, is the fact that, I truly believe that Keith One Time Thurman is the only welterweight that's truly building a super fight. You know what I mean? I truly think that if the plan that he's talking about actually does come full circle, dog, him and Errol Spence Jr. will be a monumental history-making fight. I mean, Earl's already establishing himself as a pay-per-view name, depending on who his next opponent can be. But if Keith Thurman go back and get his titles back, be Showtime Sean Porter, do y'all know the stage that will be set if this plan comes full circle? Y'all just don't get it, bro. That should be huge, 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 huge. I mean, we don't see the plan right now. It's too early, and everybody want to say he looked like Ron O'Neal and shit. But at the end of the day, if this man plans come to fruition this time next year, and he actually agrees to fight Errol Spence Jr., the pay-per-view numbers are going to be off the meat rack. You hear me, though? And that's how I believe. I'm being 100. Thurman, Ben Hollywood. Shit, yeah, well, I don't know, man. Thurman is the only dude at welterweight that's beat 2 top-tier welterweights and was the only unified champion at welterweight. So, I mean, once again, until you show me in the ring that Thurman lost that step, that's the only way that I can believe it. So I'm going horse. So y'all usually know what that means when the boy voice start leaving him. It's time for the boy to start leaving him. Before I leave y'all, I want to say thank you all for showing up tonight. I know it's late. It's on East Coast time. It's a Thursday night. Some of y'all got to be to work in the morning. Y'all know damn well y'all need to be in the bed sleep, because you know you got to get up, and that alarm clock will be going off at 4:30. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I appreciate all of y'all for rocking with me. All of the super chats. We will continue to bring the boxing live, uncut. You know what I'm saying? We will continue to have fun on boxing. You know what I mean? Expect a hell of a lot of videos about Canelo and Daniel Jacobs. Definitely tune in here for the post-fight for Bronner and Pacquiao. Hey, we're going to be rocking up in this joint for that post-fight. We going in on that post-fight. So please stay tuned here. Hey, Psycho Boxing fan, I appreciate you sliding through, bro. I catch you next time, too. I catch you all next time. Word out to all subscribers. Orlando, get a Google Hangout. Ronnie Boy Fresh, get a Google Hangout. Psycho Boxing fan, get a Google Hangout. All of y'all, Low Blow Champ, everybody, anybody. My platform is open, and I am down to chop it up with any of y'all. Just also know that. So once again, Canelo Alvarez, Daniel Jacobs, May 4th. It's going down. Expect the vids and expect more live streams. One love to the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Main Man, Made Man. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man, Made Man Boxing Forum. Google Plus, Main Man, Made Man. And until the next one, peace out.